Folks, this is Jeff Mack here, and I want to speak with you today about a very important discipline and something I like to call the law of compounding improvement. And once I learned about this, things related to success and achievement made really started to make a lot more sense for me. So let's talk about this for a second. Now, you know what compounding interest is, right? I mean, when you put your money in the bank and then it builds up at a little interest, and then the principal and the interest together accrue interest, and unfortunately too few of us know what that's like these days. Interest rates are so low and we don't save as much money as we used to, maybe for some of us, but the same thing happens on the other side, where a little credit card debt, for example, and then you pay interest on your debt, and then next month you pay interest on your principal and your interest, and that continues to your debt continues to grow as well. Well, the same thing happens with your business. Okay. The law of compounding improvement. There's several points in this, so I want you to really pay attention. First off, if you improve a little bit every day, if you do something to grow your business every day, clearly your business is going to grow. But if you don't do those things, then you'll stagnate. And in this business, if you're stagnating, really you're going backwards. Now, a little bit could be, prospecting, sending someone to your myvidacup.com tour site, perhaps doing a presentation, making a few phone calls. It could mean helping and coaching your people to do the same. I encourage you to look at it like this, because first you want to improve your skills. So do a little bit every day, new presentations. Maybe ask those 4 questions of someone one extra time each day. If you don't know what I'm speaking about, refer to our success manual that comes in your brand promoter kit when you join. But do something as it relates to a skill set in your business every day and continue to improve upon it. Pay attention. In fact, one of the things you may want to do is when you're making phone calls or doing a presentation, tape yourself. Listen to yourself so you can improve going forward. I'll tell you this, when I first started in my career over 20 years ago, I did probably 10 presentations that were absolutely horrible before I did one that was below average. I probably did 50 that were below average before I did one that was mediocre, and probably 25 mediocre ones before I did one that was adequate, and probably 100 adequate ones before I did one that was above average. You get the point. And so that's the law of compounding improvement. Do a little bit every day, and you'll grow your skill sets in a big way. And at the end of the year, you'll look back and there may be a piece or part of this business or a skill that you've become an absolute master at. For me, back when I was growing and building my team, I mastered the art of prospecting and that skill set. And that's a great one for you to master. For you, it could be presentations, although you got to get at least adequate at prospecting to grow your business. Now, so you want to improve compounding improvement. You want to employ that discipline every day in your business. You also want to do that for your own mind. Perhaps read some personal development, 15 minutes a day or so, just to grow, your intellect. Certainly as you improve and use that, employ the law of compounding improvement on your skill sets in the business, then you're going to see your volume grow in your business. You're going to see your income and your earnings grow in your business. And what's more importantly, you're going to see other people watching what you do on your team and do the same thing. And then you have compounding volume, because then it's not just you, it's your people doing that as well. It's a little bit of improvement every day, consistent, focused execution. You've heard me use that a number of times on calls and trainings. It's important, but it's not just important for the activity. It's important that you grow your skill sets with the activity. Cicero said the skill to do comes from the doing, and you're not going to get great in any part of our business unless you do enough of it, unless you give it the time. It's been said that roughly 10,000 hours of doing something helps you become a master at that trade or craft or profession. In real time, at a full-time participation, that's about 7 years worth of work, which is about right. So here it's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take a little time. But give yourself the time and give yourself the chance by employing the law of compounding improvement, so that you do a little bit every day so that those improvements grow rather than regress by not doing anything. I mean, that's also extremely important. We're trying to employ the law of compounding improvement here at the home office. We are a startup. We're still in our pre-launch. So occasionally you may have called our brand promoter services center and been on hold a little bit. We're improving, and upgrading our phone systems, our training with our brand promoter staff, and you're going to see those things. In fact, you're probably already starting to see those get better. You're starting to see our staff become much better trained. I can tell you this, our folks here love you guys, and they're doing what it takes to improve a little bit every day so that we can be a call center that you can be proud of. I will also share with you, maybe you've logged into your back office at some point in time over the last couple months, or you've seen a couple things move around in the back office. We've been improving that system. Maybe it hasn't worked perfectly for you. I can promise you this: we are employing the law of compounding improvement in that regard as well, and you're going to see a lot of things really kind of come to fruition over the course of the coming weeks and months, certainly as we go into our official launch in April. And I'm excited for you to see what, as a company, we become and have become by that time, and a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, what we become by then. Things don't happen overnight. Give us some time. As you're improving, we're improving. We're going to do this together, and we're going to make history together, guys. But remember the law of compounding improvement. We remember it here. I encourage you to remember it there. I encourage you also, so that you can see it firsthand, be sure that you get with your President's Advisory Council member, a PAC member, and get a ticket to the event in Charlotte, April 12th and 13th. Or go into your back office and purchase a ticket and be here, because it'll be an event that you don't want to miss. It will, as the little video Donna posted online, it will change lives. It's going to change our lives. We're excited about what we are going to roll out, the plans we're going to share with you. More importantly, we're excited about what we're going to become in the future, and most importantly, we're excited about what you're going to become and about what we can do to help you grow and to further employ that law of a compounding improvement in your own business, in your own lives, in your own financial security. And we're excited to be able to kind of shout from the rooftops your accomplishments and recognize you as a result of you employing that law of compounding improvement in the coming weeks, certainly at the April event and in the months and years to come. We know that without your improvement, that we as a company don't get where we want to go. So we're pulling for you, we're clapping for you, we're doing everything we can behind the scenes to employ that law of compounding improvement so that you can go and do an even better job than what you're currently doing. Okay, that's the law of compounding improvement. I encourage you to think about it, what that means for your own intellect, what that means for your business, and then let me just say this: we can already tell for many of you that you're putting it to work in your business, because the last week has really, I can tell you that we have increased our volume greatly. We could see you guys are getting some major traction in the marketplace. You're excited to see what's happening, and really excited to see what you're going to become in the future. So with that, folks, I hope that you have a wonderful day. I hope that you push the ball down the road a little bit further today, that you improve your skill sets a little bit more today, and that you employ, as we are here in the home office, the law of compounding improvement by getting a little bit better every day. All right, folks, we will talk to you tomorrow.